Your gold got many lives, but only one soul, and I intend to keep it under my switchblade feet. Come thunder, my heat's like an oven on crack. You can cut me up in pieces, stop my lung support, drown me if you can. I don't get upset. Put me
spend my time in my room where I dream away, building up an illusion of inner doubt. Not entirely sure what it's all about. Never able to gather why it really should matter. Feeding on your souls. Don't give me a feeling of control. Wasting away in a hole. Feeding on your souls. Don't give me a feeling of control.
up, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome to consecutive streaming day number 423. Yesterday, I was informed that we got a sweet show match today at this hour, and it's a rematch of the Dolphin Warcraft Championship Cup, where we had this exact match at the winner bracket quarterfinal. Starbuck versus Sock. Sponsored by Mr. rhizaowns. $250 in the pot. 5 maps. And every map win gives you $50. So at DWCC, Starbuck was playing Orc against Sock, of course, but Sock was blasting out the Pally rifles and Starbuck wasn't able to counter it because Sock had this new Griffin Pally rifle technology and Starbuck wasn't able to deal with that. Now, a couple of days have passed and Starbuck had some time to think about it and come up with solutions. He watched some replays, he played a shit ton of ladder. So let's see if we have a different result here. Sock hopefully recovered from his performance on the second last day of DWCC. He made it into the top 4 of one of the highest paying tournaments in Warcraft 3, but then he was facing Happy and a grande disaster hit him. So very unfortunate second last day that tainted and yeah, that kind of ruined his great tournament run. Welcome everybody, TTB Criticism, BG Morgan and Zach. Let's go into the game. It is $50 per map. It is Orc versus Human, but it is no Pally Rifle anymore. Sock is switching it up here on Autumn Leaves, going back to an Archmage. Hopefully we're in for some grand Warcraft action. I think for Starbuck this doesn't really make a difference if it's Pally Rifle or not. The opener is more or less the same. That's why you go for the fast year. No Blade Master mirror image tactics. Both, of course, some of the best in their region. There's not many Koreans better than Sock. He was the best performing Korean in the DWCC. And of course, Starbuck, the best Western player outside of the CIS region. DWCC is separated into 4 regions, with the CIS region being their own. So we count the Western region, basically rest of the world. Anyway, I don't know who to give the edge to here, to be honest. It should be pretty close. I really like this show match. Shout out to Riza. I should put this in the title one. Here's the map, sponsored by rhizaowns. Does that fit? No. I'll find a way afterwards. Hungry One, thank you for the 10-month Audi to you too. So, Archmage Farseer
player's forces are under attack
against a super fast tech on Sock's side. Nice to see him switching it up and show some build variety here. Starbuck, on the other hand, as I said, same game plan as it is against Pally Rifle in the beginning, or similar at least. Farseer, Wolves, Headhunters, and pressure. It doesn't really matter which human hero you want to hold low, whether you want to prevent level 2 and 3 for the Paladin, or if you want to prevent level 2 and 3 for the Archmage. The goal is the same. Do we have delay? I'm on Flow TV, so that is a 3-minute delay. If you spoiler, I will ban you. Without any chance of ever appealing this. Arcane Tower coming up. That's always a sign that this harass is done well so far. 1 worker actually dead. That is quite annoying. You don't have infinite workers with this 2-farm tech, and Sock actually not able to get another farm up. Has to hold the tower. That, of course, exposes the workers. Wolves take care of it. I think Starbuck is playing a damn fine game so far. The tech is running for him as well. A little bit later, as the 2-farm tech is basically the fastest you can do. That's another worker dead. And another. Sock is kind of continuing his weaker performance from set today, from what I can see so far. Starbuck is happy with the events here, surely. Down to 10 workers only. This will result in some massive, massive lumber problems for Sock down the road. He doesn't build a he didn't build a blacksmith. He didn't build another farm. He was overrun by Archmage and by Fastia and Headhunter. And look at this early tier 2 expansion. That is super early. Did not expect that at all. But with the early game so good, and only 3 footy here, and with the Mountain King still benched, and with the rifles only coming up now, why not? Mr. Riza, in my chat, you wonderful, wonderful soul, thank you for supporting the scene with your hard-earned buccarinos. That is so lovely. And then, of course, choosing me as your dedicated caster for this, even though I'm not in the lobby. Pilot 1923, thank you for the 3-month. Or Pilot 1923. All right. Yeah, I think Starbuck's game is going wonderfully. The expansion's at 50%. He deliberately delayed his TC.
Player's forces are under attack.
Which is then even later than the Mountain King and also a bestiary. Isn't it like super early for you? Like 7 AM or something? Good morning, Mr. Riza. Big battle for the last hit. Oh, Sock got it. Important for his momentum. The first 6 minutes of the game weren't necessarily that great, but boom shakalaka with the forest, with the troll warlord last hit. Fan-freaking-tastic. The bounty goes to Starbuck though. Mana Stone, tremendous. So far we got Headhunter. We're diversifying a little bit with Radar Kodo. And what's Sock doing? He's still on a timer. He's still below 50. Far below 50. And we got Creepcraft. Maybe time for Sock to muscle up an army after the gruesome losses earlier. He had to rebuild some lumber peasants. Starbuck working on cement. Starbuck working on more damage. And attack upgrades. Sock, despite this one last hit, still under a lot of pressure. He's trying to go for a second base himself. No losses in this department here. More creeping at the mercenary, even though the item is gone. The TC is still hungry for XP. Like our second last sub, hungry one. He's also a hungry one. Hopefully you're less hairy than a TC is. Or maybe you like it that way. Then, whatever. Leveling goes well for both players as they are not interrupted, but the two big camps in the middle with the biggest consumable and one of the biggest fighting items or stat items both go to Starbuck, as Sock couldn't afford to push or contest any of these camps. Ring of the Archmagi, nice. Invo Potion and Ring +5 on the Mountain King. I think that's also pretty sweet. Rifle, caster. No expo then, huh? Doesn't have the resources. Starbuck is scouting for it. Like, you've been so passive. What are you up to? Well, just leveling so far. Invisibility Potion brought to the TC. Might be a little late or just perfectly in time. Perfectly in time. I don't think Sock saw it. And with that, okay, you're in position. That's not good for me. So is there any kind of advantage for Sock? This early expansion caught him by surprise. This caught us all by surprise, I think. Is there a tier 3 possible? I don't think so. Starbucks just doubling down on tier 2, quantity over quality. Raiders for more control to net this Mountain King, who decided to go for Clap and Bolt. Mauler intercepted. That's a big one, but the TC still invis, trying to go for the perfect position. Sock so far didn't see that coming. Nice illusion though by Sock. I don't think Starbuck fell for it, but nice trick. We got a Kodo marching forward. We got the TC in a surround, but he's stomping his way out. Well done by Starbuck dropping the item. Unfortunately, doesn't pick it up afterwards. Mountain King TC, the two big carries, Radar. And that's the end snare gone. Huge stomp in the back. Sock needs to get some success here, but look at the supply. For once, it doesn't lie. Raiders falling. Workers falling. They are not much of support here, especially not after being wiped with the chain lightning. But thanks to longevity of humans in fights, thanks to priests, I think this is very noticeable, right? That heal has a bigger range. Gotta be readjusted a little bit to heal the right targets. And pressure is still on. Recovery for Starbuck should be pretty good. I think going for some retreat is not the worst call. He needs more mana. He also still got the heal scroll. He just wants his spells back. Thanks to clarity, Sock is doing a good job interrupting this. No surround possible. No. Immediately marching forward with that Mountain King. Heal scroll is necessary. Both players on one. Shop control has become increasingly important in Warcraft 3 in 2025 as AoE spells see more usage. Water Elementals would give a lot of XP, but we don't have this spell here, so you gotta pick them apart with Headhunters. Fascinating how this push is still alive. Sock with a good fight. Only now repair. Maybe Starbuck was a little bit greedy. Despite the second base, he's out of gold with the new round of units coming in fast. So how long can you keep this up? Invo potion on the TC. Gotta connect. It's one of the last storms before the Mana Stone. The tug of war continues. Neck and neck fights. Oh, he might have a Mana Stone, but nothing to heal himself. Wanted to transfer the portal, but it wasn't enough. Mountain King, sick by Sock. He took some time to warm up in this match, but goddamn is this Korean human on fire now. Taking the supply lead. Slowing down units 4 and 4. I did not expect this outcome. Lemus in the chat saying such bad position for Starbuck to fight in. Yeah, the Headhunters were clumped up a little bit. Using this choke was nice. Couldn't get the full army onto the battleground, and that's the expo done. It was a nice game plan. The expo worked. It was running. The supply lead was real. Now all the gold goes into repair. Can he? Oh! I was about to say, did I talk too soon? But no, that would never happen to me. Workers all falling. Sock overtook him big time in XP. He's still so healthy. Man, what an army. Nobody has heal scrolls anymore, but Starbuck's gonna be supply blocked on 51. And here's the Stormbolt, and the TC, of course, carries the TP. The potion is able to save the Fastia for a little bit. He's still fighting for these 50 bucks. And if Sock slips a little bit here, that might be possible. But this Rifle Priest army is so powerful. Chad says, I think Expo should be on the right-hand side of the expansion. That makes it easier to defend. Oh, interesting. Then there's also a choke here, no? One tower, of course, could have done a lot to fortify this. It was a greedy early expansion, and Starbuck also gave Sock a lot of time to level up to 3. Maybe some hero focus? Is that the way back? I don't know. No resources for another base. That's Scroll of the Beast, not necessarily what you want, but we still have that X Factor Mana Stone. Isn't it smarter to attack the peons first, or what's the benefit of attacking the Town Hall? I think to attack the peons, you have to march into an unfavorable position. So you try to attack the Town Hall to make Starbuck repair, to then have it easier to attack the peon. Rifle creep speed, insane. Headhunter creep speed also really, really nice. So what we got? Unholy Aura. Something you can work with, for sure, for sure, for sure. On the other side, Endurance Aura. Also something you can work with. So both very happy.
A player's forces are
And we
under
got heal
attack.
scrolls. Starbuck still sees a win condition. We're gonna get these big battles. Sail Hayton, let's go, dude. 38 months, thank you.
The town is under siege.
Level 5 around the corner. Maybe hitting the base is an option. As we have some long distance mining. Lumber isn't necessary anymore. Now a Spirit Lodge. Interesting. Against slow. Clap big. Stormbolt also. Get the Kodo for free. And the TP. Rex is gone. No more rifles. As we're working on a transition. Should be Shaman, right? Like Water Elementals are still so strong. Mountain King 5, Clap 3, by the way. Oh, that's sick. I thought I heard an invulnerability potion, but it was just invisibility. He's so close to 5. Oh, he needs level 5 so bad before the next fight. Again, Starbuck supply block. Also level 5 Archmage. Sock didn't see the lodge yet. But we'll only have one Shaman at max. 50 food only.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck took the time. Any chance for Shockwave? No. No Tome of Retraining. No resources for that. Inventory is amazing for both. We see lots of invul potions. We see lots of heal scrolls. Now it's about positioning. Starbuck trying to backstab with the Invis TC. Sock splitting against it already. Here we go. Oh my god, he killed every single rifle was hit by that storm. Nice engagement possible, maybe. But what the TC can do, the Mountain King can do 10 times. With so much mana available. Who disables and hurts the enemy army better? TC, potions. Invul potion first. Needs some healing desperately. Any more storms? Any more claps? We're running out of mana and the Mountain King is surprisingly the first. He's hitting so many workers on the left hand, not workers, units on the left hand side. But this army by Sock is still so much bigger. I don't think the heroes alone can carry this, especially when they ran out of mana. We do have another Chain Lightning, maybe for some kills to tie up those supply numbers. Hero focus! No way he gets this! Francis style with the Stomp and Snare and Chain Lightning combo. Now his TC gotta live, frees himself from the slow. That was big!
The town is under siege.
But we also burn through every single consumable. Starbuck fighting for survival here. But the rifle push is still on. Sends the Water Elementals to maybe deny some healing cells, but there are none. Shop went down.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, I thought this for an expansion, but no, it's just a shop. Insane start to the series between the two. Amazing harass by Starbuck with 3 to 4 workers dead. Good XP and good reduction of lumber. Then greedy Expo. Didn't expect that. Was a nice new twist to this matchup. And then Starbuck in an unfavorable fighting position, left-hand side. At the Expo. And Sock fighting back, man. Did not expect. Did not expect. Well played by both, I gotta say. Sock got better and better. Throughout the series. Or the map, really. But, of course, we're all waiting for the Pally Rifle. I want to see the answer of Starbuck to Sock's tier 3 play. That's what we're talking about. Maybe we see it now on the second map. It is Northern Ireland. Once again, shout out Mr. rhizaowns for providing us with this amazing show match between two absolute titans of the Warcraft scene. Who's gonna come out on top now? $50 per map. Sock got that 50 buckos already. Now, can Starbuck tie this up? It's, of course, bragging rights. Sock now on a 4-0 win streak. Unacceptable for Starbuck. And what do we see? No blacksmith. Sock got guns. I haven't seen this photo in a while. Dude, Sock's profile pictures are so good. My favorite one is him in a thinker pose. Wait. Assets, player pictures, Sock. Dude, he looks like he's made out of marble in this picture. It's so good. That's one of the best player pictures of any player we ever had. What a god. And he can dance. And play some Warcraft. And he's funny. What a god. We got Blade Master mirror image, huh? Interesting. Starbuck bringing in a new build or different build. Now I'm curious. I've seen this versus Pally Rifle. Now he's up against Archmage. Sweet little claw to open it up. Blade Master wants to creep as much as possible. Archmage wants to use that time, and what the better to use it for than a human expansion?
Forces are under attack.
Quite the looker, Giga chat. That's right. That's right. I have a video with him doing some breakdance. I don't know if I can find it after the game. We'll see. Blade Master's looking for damage and tanky items to give more sustain and more damage, obviously, to the mirror images, which will carry him in the very, very late game. Archmage looking for damage, mana. Everything is good, actually. Against the Blade Master, you probably don't even mind survivability.
Town is under siege.
And it's a fast expansion by Sock this time. So from 2 farm tech, like super fast tech, to an early expansion, couldn't be much more different. But different map, of course, and different style he's playing against. versus Fastia Headhunter. This is incredibly hard to play against, as you basically have nothing in the beginning. Whereas Blade Master, you know you got the time. Big mana. Whew, these consumables are fire. Maybe not so much for the Blade Master, but for a follow-up Shadowhunter for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
And at some point, Starbuck has to do something about this. Because if you let a human mine for too long, that's disaster for you. Then he can basically do anything. I'm still of the opinion. Oh wait, actually, am I of the opinion that tier 3 human is uncounterable for Orc? Maybe with the witch doctors that all has changed, but griffins still are the problem, right? As so often. Anyway, we used that time for a little bit of harass. We both got level 3. Sock has to defend, wants to defend. He's doing them chip damage here and there towards the headhunters. Go home, get new spears, oil up a little bit, self up a little bit to be ready for the mid-game creeping. Good body blocks, but Archmage has boots. 4 horseshoes. Oh, last hit before the creeps deny. Good eye sniper. Dude, Sock is playing night and day compared to Saturday. Really cool. So yeah, that slows Starbuck down for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I don't think we have to fear the tier 3 this game. It's rifles, defend, tier 2 running. And Starbuck is kind of stuck on level 3. With level 2 mirror images, wants to prevent level 4 Archmage, but there's no progress.
A player's forces are under attack.
$50 per map is an amazing idea motivational wise. Mr. rhizaowns is a certified genius. Only true geniuses and big brains can come up with rules like this. But yeah, we want as much content as possible. We want both players to be supported as much as possible. Let's go. It is a very early push with the Shadowhunter 1. Rest of the army not moving for a little bit, still recovering. And again we go Mountain King. That's something that's not gonna change. Tier 3 by Starbuck. Let's go. Oh, is it torrent time? Is it torrent time, everybody? Upgraded resistant skin Tauren. We have sacrifices on the progress. With the Blade Master roaming. With the Shadowhunter running across looking for hex kills. Now there's some catching up to do. Annoying harass. Also good scout information. We got the nerfed and improved defense. It's still so weird. We need a word for something that's buffed and nerfed. Birthed? Neft? Help me out. Changed. Changed is boring.
A player's forces are under attack.
With the I think birthed is best. Where are Focus and Lin? Yeah, it's really surprising that in a show match between Sock and Starbuck, Focus and Lin are nowhere to be seen. I was wondering the same. Really good question. Keep it up. Nuft? Nuft is also good. SH. SH. Little bit of an issue with the Ogre Mage, I hear. Sock is creeping up a storm. We go tier 3, and yeah, it's not rifle casters, it is griffins. So while it's not Pally rifles, Starbuck still faces the issue of human tier 3 and wants to do this with his own tier 3 sapper. Look at the kaboom! That got a lot. Oh man, this not good. Griffins are coming. We don't have cement. Starbuck supply blocked. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Nice little plays by Sock. It feels like he got that big smile on his face now. And is just enjoying his time. There's a counter expansion, but whatever comes out of the totem is countered by Griffin. So we just go more headhunters. That's rough.
The town is under siege.
And Zeppelin plays. Ay, 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 ay. Add insult to injury. This looks like Starbucko is getting a bit outplayed here. Where was this Sock on Saturday? That's of course the freedom you have when a bestiary is lacking. Usually the answers to griffins are either bats when the armor is low of the human, or wyvern with bloodlust if the armor is high. Neither of these units can be built.
The town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
I thought Starbuck is the best player in the world. Of course, Warcraft III Champion's not the best ladder. It's definitely the best platform, but the Asian players are playing on a separate server. And there are a handful of people who can compete with Starbuck.
Players' forces are under attack.
So we got Tri-Hero on both sides. Again, the TC not offering too much against air units. An Alchemist would have been fine. I guess he wants the movement speed first and foremost, and maybe some hero focus. But yeah, at some point, you're gonna run into issues.
Players' forces are under attack.
That totem didn't do at all. Didn't do at all? Didn't do anything at all. A little bit of stability. We got... Oh my god, these items are crazy on both sides, by the way. Sobi Mask, Big Mana Potion, Ring of Regen, noise. Triple Claw and Orb of Slow, noise. I love 2x2 play, man. The glory of tier 3. We're gonna get Inner Fire Griffins with one attack upgrade, maybe even a protection scroll. I think Sock is in no rush to close this out. Starbuck's army is not that big. He got massive lumber issues. Ay, ay, ay. Saruk! Do me a favor. Don't shut it. Just ask away. If you're new to the scene, we're gladly here to educate you a little bit if you have questions. New people shall be welcomed, everybody. Yeah, we got Griffins, no cement upgrade. He's gonna continue harassing on these burrows. Starbuck can't go over 50. Triple heal scroll is kinda nice. I don't see a way. I don't see a way. Sock is going for more defense upgrades. Then bats won't be an answer. At the moment, headhunters are answers. But what if you get clapped too? Why is Starbuck on Orc? He always plays Orc versus human. Against the other races, he plays human himself. Because he doesn't like human mirror. So levels clearly in favor of Starbuck. Heal scrolls are nice as well. The walkers at least have a little bit of usage with Dispel and Spirit Link. Spirit Link can be good. But yeah, this is something. This is something that's incredibly powerful and obnoxious. Can he fight a fighting position even? Sock's just trading. He killed the Shredder that was supposed to save the lumber issues of Starbuck, but Isn't human one of the worst matchup for orcs? I would say it's one of their best. It's very 50-50.
A player's forces are under attack.
The lack of lumber, man. The lack of lumber. Can the Blade Master carry maybe? Inventory isn't that bad. Going for a Paladin, little bit exposed, but staff at the ready. What's the counter to Headhunters? Mountain King with Clap is pretty much all you need. You add some area of effect damage with the Griffins as well. They are strong. They counter pretty much everything. We got tower defense on both sides, upper left. But yeah, I got a feeling that Starbuck is going to lose this tower defense game. Alright, let's see how this Mountain King can carry. We got a lot of heal scrolls that can help Starbuck. Supply is somewhat even, takes care of the towers first. Some headhunters are a little bit lost here. Griffins are barely losing any HP thanks to the inner fire and all that healing from the Paladin. 2 more heal scrolls. Headhunters start to disappear. 1200 gold. You see the little shockwaves coming from the Griffins. Storm hammers. That's why headhunters aren't really the answer. But Bat Riders and Wyvern are. The human army on tier 3 is better than your army. And Sock is catching up in levels as well. The Blade Master unfortunately can't be the carry that he needs to be. Starbuck still fighting though. Any chance to recover? He is broke. Mirror Image is dodging some shots here. Clap wasn't that impactful actually. Shadow Hunter out of mana, but still got that big scroll. The walkers are being torn hard with that. There's no Dispel against the inner fire anymore. And Starbuck has to leave with his tail tucked between his legs. And that new base is coming up. Unfortunately, this watchtower will also be destroyed. How much gold we got? 2600 here, 1700 here. Starbuck's second base is lasting a lot longer. Sock realizing nicely that he needs this third base. We got 3 armor upgrades, by the way. This is insane. They got 13 armor. with Devotion Aura, all the upgrades, and enough fire. How are you supposed to deal with that if you don't have an Alchemist? I think you have to go Alchemist and Acid Bomb. Have to! Or ideally, the game never gets to this stage, obviously. Oh, Nightmaster, we need the big crits. It doesn't really matter, does it? That's insane. Mountain King is clapping away. He used the big mana potion before. So can he heal that Blade Master up? We still got the 2 heal scrolls out of 3. With purges, he might be able to pick up 1 unit after the next. Nuke on the TC, level 4, but not the most impactful here. Also got an Ankh. Starbuck is actually doing some damage. I'm surprised. This Blade Master is going to work. How good is enough fire? Like how much effective HP does it give? Oh, Invo Potion out of combat. Nine. It's one of the best spells in the game. It adds 5 armor. Every point of armor is 6% effective hit points. But it has diminishing returns when it's super high. But it is a crazy amount of damage mitigation. Can you get another Invo Potion? Yep. Not on the Shadow Hunter though. Mountain King back, full mana. Triple Staff wasn't used too much in the last fight. And Sock is denying an expansion bottom right. Love to see it. Starbuck smartly sends the illusions. He can spam that. Is it enough damage? I doubt it, but he gets confirmation and he's under so much pressure now. 1600 gold. Alt SF6. Really appreciate all the work you guys have been doing for years and years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 7-month resub. Love it. I like the double barracks. Like, if you're committed to Berserkers and you're on a totem already, I think late game switch to Wyvern is too late. And we might be trading. Orb of Slow. Yeah, and we don't get the big last fight. Sock takes map number 2 as well. With Archmage to farm fast tech. He took map 1 against an Orc expansion. And now with the human expansion and more passive play and a tier 3 tag, he gets map 2. Ka-ching! 100 buckos for Sock. Yeah, that was a demonstration of how good human tier 3 is versus Orc. Unfortunately, maybe Starbuck had a little bit of a wrong read. Going totem when the transition was already on the way to Griffins, kneecapped him big time. And then on top of that, his lumber economy got destroyed. His burrows got destroyed. And then eventually, Starbuck got destroyed. Damn Ed rhizaowns. Yes, Mr. rhizaowns is throwing 250 bucks into this competition. So we get 5 amazing maps. The games have been really good. And a good showcase for sure. Streamer has the beard of a Mountain King. It has to go, guys. I'm really unhappy with my upper lip section. And it's getting warmer outside. I don't need that fur. But thank you. Isn't it much better to go Blizzard? Water Elementals are quite sick. They also offer you scouting. But I wouldn't hate Blizzard either. Yeah, there were no raiders for Ensnare, and it's kind of stressful. Does Ensnare stop channeling spells? Yes, every channeling spell gets interrupted by Ensnare. Armor types are a flat multiplier on the damage taken, and it doesn't further scale with the amount of armor or anything, right? Correct. It's two different values. Armor type, that's like a 1.5 or 2 times multiplier, and then the armor value is separate from that. You asked some good questions, Mr. Saruk. Or Mrs. Saruk. Or whatever you are. I'm glad that you didn't shut up. Warcraft 3 is a complicated game, but you seem to be on a good path of understanding. Did Bucky scout the Griffin so he could have gone Bats and Wyvern at a reasonable time? I think he scouted it after he had the totem, so that was very late. And then Lumber was hurt by the attacks in the base. You're gonna wear your hair down again? Zapper and Zeppelin plays completely sealed the game. I agree. I agree. So guys, Sock 2, Starbuck 0. Next game is springtime. And we get... I don't want to talk to you. I was about to say we'll get what we were here for. Nah, I get what I'm here for. We get the Pally rifle. And this is my big question. How is Starbuck dealing with tier 3 Pally rifle? Because tier 3 Pally rifle are quite a new sight on the pro scene. Everybody knows and most of the people hate on Pally rifle. But Sock in the DWCC winner bracket quarterfinal played a fine game of Pally rifle. Starbuck countered it well, but then there was this next step to the strategy where all the answers Starbuck had to the regular Pally rifle were knocked out by Griffins. And Sock find nice timings to go to tier 3 and get the Griffins. So what did Starbuck learn? Go for a tower rush. Unfortunately, humans have some of the best defenses with militia. Farseer's around. Starbuck hopefully displaying the blueprint of how to play against Pally Rifle earlier. He's one of the best Pally Rifle player in the world. He is a Pally Rifle University adjacent member or honorary member, I think. So we'll see what we get there. Goal number 1. Prevent Paladin creeping. Goal number 2. Hurt the unit as much as possible. Goal number 3. Kill peasants. Because when you reduce the lumber income of a Pally Rifle player, he has slower long rifles and attack upgrades and armor upgrades and maybe even tech.
Players' forces are under attack.
We got burrows on the right hand side, far in the back, which is safe. Suck again going for a tower for more stability. Wolves are probably the thing that are most dangerous right now. What happened to the 40 happy match? Oh, you mean the one they played 2 days ago? Which was basically the World Championship Grand Final? That is up on our YouTube. You can watch it on our YouTube. What is... rifling. Tournament ended 2 days ago. What do you think happened? Why spoil this?
It
happened 2 days ago! All the rifles hurt. We need a shop, but it's somewhat in the back. I like this position. Lol, as if everybody is checking every match every day. Bro, it was the most important tournament of the entire year. If that's important to you, you check it. If it's not important to you, don't complain about spoilers. Then it's your own fault. It's not like you have to reinvent the wheel to check a result. Starbuck going tier 3. Panda second is creeping for quite some time. And yeah, rifles are hurt. I like that harassing Fastier to deny healing. He's looking for some peaceful moment to use the region scroll, which is exactly now. And this is what the Fastier is supposed to prevent and to cancel, but he can't find him. Oh, that's a lot of free healing right here, unfortunately. But most important is the Panda can creep. Creep to level 3. He's gonna be your carry.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got one totem so far. Shop rather late, but it's fine. He didn't take any damage, really. So far, I'd say it's a very nice game by Starbuck. Yo, that position wasn't great by Sock, was it? Paladin has the TP immediately, almost getting the second kill on the rifle. Ouch! Blood Mage is out finally. This was the weak 7 minutes of the Pally rifle. I like how Starbuck intercepted Sock in the middle, so no pressure on his base. Why is Panda 3 such a big deal? So, heroes got spells, of course. And a level 1 spell is usually pretty weak, but a level 2 spell is usually very good. But you can't get a level 2 spell on level 2. Because level 2 is only unlocked at level 3. So you have to go Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, and only then you can skill up to level 2. And to make Breath of Fire so much stronger, you need that level 3. And this is why creeping's so important. Boom, there you go. Goes for Fire Lord to shut down the Siphon Mana and the Holy Lights. I think Starbuck has this under control, and for Sock, we don't see that tier 3 evolution stage.
A player's forces are under attack.
I see, so hero power spikes are usually about spell ranks, not about stats. Exactly. Stats are nice to have, but it's all about stats. Tiny Great Hall in Starbucks inventory. Wow. Hey, Giddy! 10 months, man. Thank you. Hope your Age of Empires journey is going fine. Love to see you stream some stuff that really makes you happy. Gideon, now my partner in crime for the past 3 Rara Land events. I'm horrible. Who gives a damn? I'm horrible at Warcraft. I'm playing for 20 years. As long as a pit lord is slicing and dicing away, I'm having fun. As long as you're having fun, you win. Don't let the game tell you who the winner of a map is. Decide it for yourself. Change the narrative. Starbuck Expo up. Sock is trying to go for Griffins once again. And this is what I want to see. Starbuck's answer to the Griffins. It's been a beautiful game by Starbuck so far. He got the damage output. He got some sick levels. He does have the Spirit Walker out because they got Spirit Link. Sock's rifles do single target damage and Spirit Link is wonderful against that. Oh my god. Pally rifle getting destroyed. Pally not level 3, Blood Mage dead, and yo, this is how you counter the Pally and the rifle, everybody. Just like that. Just like that. The game plan is rather simple. Harass with Farseer, creep with Panda, destroy opponent in the middle of the map, Firelord to seal the deal. Beautiful. To every Pally rifle hater out there, grab that replay, print it out, put it on your living room No, wall, and pray to it 3 times a day. Sock didn't play as good as he played at DWC, I'm very much aware. But we can still celebrate that. What exactly does the Firelord do in that situation? The big problem is that the Blood Mage of the human is taking all your mana away, and then you can't use your spells. And as we learned, spells are really important in Warcraft 3. So if you can't use your spells, you're kind of boned. The Firelord has Soulburn, and Soulburn is a silence. So if the Blood Mage is Soulburn, he can't use the Siphon mana, and you keep your mana. And Soulburn is rather spammable, so you can shut down the Blood Mage with that. Or the Paladin, if you want to prevent a heal. So Firelord is really, really good. He's also a ranged hero, which is easier to keep safe. And he's doing some nice damage. And he's doing area of effect damage, which is in general good against Pally Rifle. Because Pally Rifle have single target healing on a cooldown. So if you do area of effect damage, you can't heal everything at the same time all at once. Unless you got heal scrolls, but that's another topic. Why isn't Chain Lightning more common? It's not that good of a spell on level 1. It's really horrible on level 1, actually. Wolves just offer a lot more, so you spam the wolves. So basically, Firelord stops the Invoker sucking on the Panda, right? Exactly. There's a bit of nuance to this. Because what makes the Panda really good as well is like the combo Drunken Haze Breath of Fire costs like, I don't know, 160 mana or something. A mana potion gives you 150, so you only need 10 mana to get your combo out. And against the Blood Mage this sounds a bit weird, but it's good to not have mana, because then he can't take mana from you and distribute it to the other heroes. So you pop the potion, you use your combo, and usually the Blood Mage can't be that fast. And then you get the combo out while being out of mana again, so no target for the Blood Mage. It's complicated, but I think you get the idea.
Forces are under attack.
Map 4, everybody. Can Starbuck tie it up? Of course, it's still $50 per map, but it's also about bragging rights. And Starbuck, after that 0-3 at DWCC, is aiming for revenge for sure. Ring of the Archmagi for the Archmagi. That's quite nice. Thematically pleasing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Sock is going back to Archmage. That Pally rifle experiment is over. Worker down. Denied, but down. And this hurt Sock a bit already on Autumn Leaf. Yes, it's all very insightful. If I could only learn control groups. Oh, we got Tyler 1 Smurf account in the chat. I see how it is.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, all these modern gamers that have an all army hotkey don't know how to use control groups anymore. Ay, ay, ay. Back in my day, we didn't even have control groups in Warcraft 1. So, Sock again. Oh, this time a 3 farm tech, I think. So we're aiming for level 3. Wow, Starbuck, big camp. Makrura goes down. I never know if that makes Soul happy or not. If a Makrura dies. But as he said, it's the circle of life. We go for the burrows once again. We got spikes, which is great versus footman. But it doesn't help against water elementals and he's not in a position. EP123, thank you for the raid, mate. Good surface area on these peons. Oh my, he killed the water elemental just a little bit too late. And now Starbuck is supply blocked at the arrival of tier 2. That's the worst timing you can have because that means your second hero is gonna be delayed until the next burrow is finished. Really, really, really bad timing-wise. The defense was nicely executed. He was just a little bit out of position. Couldn't react in time. So many things done so well, just like a couple of seconds late. I'm not trying to brag, but I don't see how control groups are that hard to understand. Bro, we had Reddit threads this week of people complaining that it's too hard to install the game. Never underestimate what other people struggle with. Just be nice and explain.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, Headhunter. Nicely keeping range. Now he's between a rock and a hard place. Or between an Archmage and a Water Elemental. Dude, Sock's Archmage play is quite dominant today. Yay, 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 yay. For everybody who thought Starbuck would come back with this win now. With a little bit of momentum. It's so painful, dude. Loses the burrow. Loses the Headhunter. Loses the Lodge twice. Resources in shamble. Zzz. Fantastic Archmage Water Elemental play. Brutal, brutal game. For Starbuck. All the momentum ruined. It's a disaster. So how do you get back into a game like this now? It must be high-level heroes. There's no other way than high-level heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude, Water Elemental are such bitches. I hate the summon so much. Goddamn Archmage. But the leveling progress for Starbuck is nice. He's putting up a fight, for sure.
Player's forces are under attack.
Heal scroll in again. I mentioned this almost every Starbuck series, but his shop control is probably best in the world. Should have been a Quake player. Are there still big tournaments for Quake, or are they still in the are they in the same spot as Warcraft 3? Were there actually any good changes that are really appreciated by the heart of the community in Reforged? Yes! Reforged brought us War 3 Champions. And War 3 Champions is the best thing to ever happen to this game. Without Reforged, there's no War 3 Champion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck had a nice recovery, both at 50 food. Items are insane, levels are solid. We have Shockwave this time. So we go for Echo Harass. Now Chain Lightning would be good, but we go... Oh, Lightning Shield onto the grunt. Really sweet. Sock is moving away from it. That lowers the chances of him getting any repair done. Wow, I didn't see this attack. I didn't see this attack coming. Super well done. Mass murder on the poor labor force. Ouch. Mountain King is coming in, clapping away. That got him some kills, but should still be very, very, very good. We're down to 4 workers. That's ridiculous. Really cool. Really cool move. Also the switch to Shockwave. That's what we missed in game 1. We didn't have the resources really for a Tome of Retraining. Now we do. And Starbuck loves the lames. Maybe 1 or 2 unit losses too many. But in general, he's back in the saddle. Mr. High Toon, I saw your DM. You wonderful, wonderful soul. Thank you very much. Don't Force Me final is confirmed. Starts on May 11. Second tier 1 online tournament of the year. Fire on! Hell yeah! Plus qualifiers, plus everything. Love to see it. Summer is gonna be hot. Starbuck with some nice wolf harasses here. Still, 1 fight can turn this all around. 1 fight position, we've seen it on Autumn Leaves. Good scouting by Sock to see the bottom left-hand side. Zeppelin is empty now. There were a couple of wolves. Water elemental defense at home. So MK5 is still quite far away, huh? Can't say the same about Starbuck Zero. He made a great recovery. Dude, I thought this game is over after minute 6. Live, peon, live! Paul the peon lives to see another day. Beautiful.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sock, what now? You got some heal scrolls. Is at 50. This is of course a preparation for an expo down the road. Starbuck has enough resources. No tier 3 this time. At all, actually. Oh, Farseer getting caught while scouting. Speed scroll, disengage. We have heal scrolls, we have invo potions, but better be safe. Got an Ankh here, clap. Didn't do too much, can all be out healed. But good by Sock that he's marching across the map and is preventing that second base. Interesting that we got workshops here, even though not a single wyvern is there. Maybe in anticipation. And of course scouting to look for expos here. Feels like Starbuck is way better equipped than on map 1 and 2 for these kind of fights. And level 5 TC is massive. Sock pretty much needs every heal scroll on the map now. But Starbuck needs them too. Here's the shockwave! Yo, this is exactly the damage that we were missing in the first few games. Ouch! 2 heal scrolls and the TC has a big mana as well. Sock sees it and he follow up with the chain lightning. Maybe it was ready. Missed the mark on that one a little bit. Couldn't secure a kill, but surely 2 heal scrolls gone. Region scroll is making up for the lack of 1, but that was a fight over shop control. 10 seconds before heal scroll spawns again in the shop. Awesome! And that makes it 3 heal scrolls versus 1. With every heal scroll, you get closer to the win.
A player's forces are under attack.
MK needs 5, but where to get it? There's only 1 creep spot on the map left. With trades, I don't think you can efficiently trade against Shockwave Chain Lightning anymore. Oh, actually 2 creep spots. That's the problem when you don't have tier 3. Rifle casters at some point get overwhelmed by AoE. Mountain King pretty much where he wants to be, in the middle of it. Grunts transition by Starbuck as well, as they're a lot sturdier. And now, yeah, you just play that game. You just play that kind of game. Chain Lightning doesn't lead to any kills. Farseer far forward has an Ankh, so all that damage will be for pretty much nothing. TC lines up another shockwave, and this time the Chain Lightning leads to a double kill. Mountain King with mass damage, but it's all counted by these heal scrolls. Only 1 left. Farseer falls, but Ankh. Now you'd love to have another Chain Lightning, but mana is low. Mountain King survives as well, but Starbuck with a sweet fight.
A player's
Lost 2 heal scrolls, but also burnt the other 2. And once again, the fight is over. 5 seconds. Heal scroll's gonna be ready and Starbuck's gonna be at the shop. Who does it better than him? I don't know a single one. A single player. Such good timings. Need some dispel or a speed scroll on these units now. Whew, that was dangerous. If Sock intercepts here, 3 units might fall. Mountain King slowly but steady crawling towards level 5. But he needs more trades. He can't take a fight against Shockwave 3 without heal
A
scroll.
player's forces are under attack.
That is impossible. Fuck how you turned this around. You had a gigantic lead, allowed Starbuck back. Breakers pose a problem as they are not affected by area of effect. Or any spells rather. Okay, TC has an invul, shouldn't fall. We got 3 heal scrolls once again. 3 versus 0. And the bigger AoE spells. Good luck with that. Sock breakers, of course, don't do that much damage, but the focus fire is quite nice. Mountain King in the middle, down to 50%. Shockwave connects well. The fight quite disrupted. And we use heal scrolls now to negate the damage. We should, at least. Playing around the cooldown. Amazing Shockwave and Chain Lightning. So much damage. There's no chance for Sock at all. He finally gets the MK5. Okay, but he doesn't have much left. Starbuck licking his wounds as his front row disappeared.
A player's forces are under attack.
It worries me a little bit that there's no expansion anywhere. Region scroll, fantastic. So one player has the front row as they are not affected by AoE. The other player lost the entire front row and only has the backline remaining. We still devouring? At least one. Feels like we need 1 or 2 Kodos more and then we're fine. But yeah, Starbuck not having an expo is an issue. 1 minute of mining left.
A player's forces are under
Oh,
attack.
2 minutes and 3 minutes. Sock can very, very, very much still win this. If he cancels this Great Hall. And he will. Things are getting very tricky. No damage against breakers. TC is getting caught. Oh no. I think you can mostly ignore spell breakers with that tiny, tiny mini damage. And just straight up go for the casters. That's the way. But this is another 6 supply dying. Mountain King has an invul potion, has mana potions as well. Big question. Oh, Stormbolt. Invul. Ah, level 6 doesn't even need it. And Wolf still destroy breakers as there's no tier 3. Expo wasn't cancelled. Don't know who took that timeout. Starbuck, alright. 1:30 on the clock for heal scrolls. That is problematic. Voyage J, thank you for the sub, mate. 13 months, let's go. Oh, big lags. All right. But yeah, there was quite some units down. You can march forward for yet another breaker. Shaman out of mana, so they don't do much anymore. And more breakers are falling. This should have been the knockout punch here. Water Elementals not able to get the Great Hall. Sock not able to break through this choke. Starbuck holding the door. Killing his own TC now to trigger the ultimate to come back with full HP and full mana. Does Shockwave not work against breakers? Breakers are magic immune. No spells work on them. Yep. Full mana as well. The ultimate is quite good. Has a long cooldown. But yeah, it's a huge mana potion. Oh, but he might need that ultimate now with the surround. Uh-oh, 7 seconds. Oh my god. The Kodo can eat. Eat your way out. All you can eat buffet. Is that the way you lose the game? No way. No way, Starbuck. Holy shit. He bought a town portal, but it's too late. He needs an MK kill. He doesn't have the resources to get the TC back. Oh no. What a disaster, dude. Holy shit! What a throw! What a mega throw! I don't know, man. Maybe lags got really bad or something. But having that TC so exposed and Sock smelling blood in the water sees the one opportunity. Stormbolt surround with the level 6 TC and the ultimate is on cooldown. Grande disaster. This is not Starbucks day. That was a $50 TC kill. Holy, what a disaster. Yeah, I felt like it was one lag spike and then it seemed fine. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's one of these mistakes that will carry on towards the next game for sure. He had such a nice recovery after that insane early game by Sock. Played the TC really well with the shockwave, got the shop control, but yeah, Warcraft is a game about heroes and units, and if you lose your heroes, there's not much left, especially in a situation like this. He had this expo up, my god. Ugh. So Stock wins the series, handed to him on a silver platter. And now we only have to determine if it's 3-1 or 4-1. As an orc, I disqualify Bucky from the horde. You never kill a TC. Maybe not when you know that a fight is inbound in the next 2 minutes. It was a nice way of getting mana back. I don't think the big mistake is triggering the ultimate. I think the big mistake is having that TC this exposed. Otherwise, it was a fine move. Just really bad outcome. Well. Let's see if he can brush this off. Sock won their DWCC match 3-0. This might just be a 4-1. We're on Hammerfall. We have another showing of Pally Rifle. Let's see if Starbuck can put on a clinic against this strategy once again, as he did on Springtime, and gives the Orc players of the world more material to study. Or if he is a bit broken now. Goes for a somewhat forward burrow. I thought these days were over. Maybe he's protecting it a little bit with another building down the road. So same game plan as on Springtime. Farseer harassed during Paladin creeping times. Chip damage here and there. That's probably gonna be the next 3 minutes of this game. From Starbuck's perspective, try to trigger as many holy lights, try to get some damage on workers, or at least for a kill on workers. But yeah, Sock seems a little more stable than on Springtime already. Even though Wolf Harass is good.
Player's forces are under attack.
I think Sock was really handicapped early on. It's a grunt opener, by the way. It's not ideal, I'd say. Like, pure headhunters always seem to be better. But grunt loss early. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. That shouldn't happen, really. At least not by giving experience.
A player's forces are under attack.
That defense was like 3 times better than on Springtime. No deny here. More XP for the Pally. And an earlier shop as well is never really a good sign, to be honest. But okay, damage is ramping up. Rifle slowly but steady in trouble. Tech is still fine. Are we going for a panda? Oh, he missed the burrow for a second. And now there's no unit at the tavern. Not squeaky clean. Naga. Okay. Interesting approach. Maybe a bit more tempo. This has been played by some undeads here and there. Haven't seen it too much. I haven't seen it on an orc side, I think. It's missing the big AoE. Still got like Fork Lightning, of course, but that will take a long time. Different approach. Trying to slow down units, pick them apart. But with the Paladin far in the back, that's not really an issue, I'd say. Yeah, so somebody is celebrating that Naga. Okay. Getting a kill, but the deny levels are abysmal. Love how, like, it's a double-edged sword, right? Sock is preventing Starbucks leveling. after Starbuck prevented Sock's leveling. Level 1 Paladin should be an issue as the Naga gets the potion. Nice went of mana stealing. Also now on the fast here after this little trade. I think this mid game working out quite well. Worry a bit about the longevity of this. Interesting approach. The tier 3 strategy stays the same. I think you basically swap out Drunken Haze Breath of Fire with Fork Lightning with less damage. Farseer far forward, but can't really stand still to get the damage in, otherwise they're getting too hurt. Not too many Holy Lights there anymore. Went of Mana Stealing used to the fullest, and now the Siphon works out, and you transfer it to the Pally, and Starbuck has to get out, and he overstays his welcome a little bit. And now it's time for Sock to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
This should be an easy level 3 and 2 at least. I don't know how well this Naga scales. I've never seen it before. In a non-ladder match.
Player's forces are under attack.
Naga's so bad once breakers are out. Well, that's the thing with Pally Rifle. You don't go breakers. You go rifle. And rifle. And rifle. And then when you have enough rifles, you build more rifles.
Player's forces are
That's all you need. Since it's Sock, he can still go tier 3. We get an expo up now. We don't have a Torrent Totem just yet. Tiny first, no TP anymore. Usually you'd love to sell your TP, get an orb for it as a little bonus for crowd control. Not the case here. And it's a nice position for Sock to be in. Firelord third again. We got Fork Lightning up. That is lovely, but I feel like it's easier to drain mana from Naga than it is against the Panda.
under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
This expansion didn't pay off. Scroll of the Beast though. +7 on the Berserkers. Nice, nice, nice. Double heal scroll for Sock. That's a problem for Starbuck for sure. Invul potion against the soul burn. Yeah, lovely. If that was a hero kill attempt, it was shut down instantly. Turns it around on the Firelord. Scroll of protection. Kinda nice, but it's like, oh, you have nothing else available. It's when the barkeeper says that the rum is empty and you have to settle for like a whiskey coke. Okay. That's not really what you wanted. Headhunter's still clumped up. Two of these can't connect. It's a similar issue. Sweet. Shadow Melt. Similar situation that we had on Autumn Leaves. And we siege. And we narrow down this choke. And I don't think Starbuck can connect to this. Naga, double barracks, berserkers. Maybe not the answer. This is a solid experiment. I think it's a little more proof against griffins. Oh, he just guns it down. Is it siege damage or piercing damage? Adding no priest, no nothing? No, I explained this to you. All you do is rifles. Fork lightning kinda nice. Mana potion is also one additional fork lightning, but on cooldown for another few seconds. Supply is pretty narrow, but that's rarely a good thing for the Orc player. He's getting some money out of this expansion, and he might still do this, as Headhunters are connecting a lot better in this huge concave. Blood Mage a bit behind enemy lines, but Farseer is not looking good. Not good at all. Holy Light might be on cooldown! Zap! Oh, sick! There was Shadow Melt already, but he used it on the rifle, so it automatically jumps onto hidden units as well. Big brain plays. That was well done. Will it save him the game? A Paladin without a Blood Mage is not worth that much, but it's a lot of kills coming for Sok as well. He can go for mana potions instead. Exactly. That shop is a lifesaver. And every single Headhunter is deep red.
The player's forces are under attack.
And the Blood Mage is dead. One of the best heroes to revive from the tavern because he got siphoned anyway. Trying to apply some heal salves. Naga brings some items. Yeah, that was a big kill on that Blood Mage. But he's not fully mining anymore. No perfect plays anymore.
The player's forces are under attack.
And this looks like Sok's revenge. Fire Lord extinguished. Sok shows that he can win with the Pally Rifle. 4-1. No big revenge for Starbuck. After that 3-0 in DWCC. Sok recovers from the brutal beating he took from Happy on Saturday. But it was a nice series. It was a nice back and forth series. This could have been 3-2 if not for that throw on Tidehunters. But hey, things like this happen. And that was a sweet fork lightning for sure. To kill the Blood Mage. The running cup is continuing if you want to cast that. Did we figure out who running 3 was? Seems like a Night Elf main. Okay. 1-0 for colorful. Oh, are they back on KK? They are, right? So what was the situation yesterday? Of course, I forgot who was running 1 and 2 and 3. Running 2 was Lecky. Running 1 was Chemico. So we still get the mysterious running 3 against colorful in a Night Elf mirror. And then it's Lecky again. Gotta say, I'm not too interested in that. But I appreciate the heads up. Yeah, KK is just a pain in the ass right now. Speedrunning is a franchise now? Yes, it is. It is. I'll grab a coffee and then we'll see what the ladder has to offer. Also, Butt Crumbs, I still owe you the overlay thing. We can talk about that a little bit. Yeah, I think ladder casts will be more interesting. Okay, now of course we have to check if Butt Crumbs is even around. Ooh, we got B Cup qualifier links. They use challenge now, huh? They apparently use challenge now. Damn, that's a lot of players for the qualifier. There we go. So we got Neutron. Nice. In Vain is back. Cool to see that. Oh, Jens in the same bracket as Neutron. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Jade Dark in the same bracket as Death Note. Dude, I'm a huge Jade Dark fan. Hopefully he makes it through, but against Death Note will be incredibly rough. Sonic in. Ina in. Go, 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 go. Ina Danger. Nice one. Say So has signed up. Oh, that's sick. And Remind. Remind versus Biko will be a fun, fun match. They see TBC and Sonic higher than Jens. What the hell? Hopefully Jens makes it, man. Hopefully Jens makes it. When does it start? First round is tomorrow. Then stage 2, May 3 to 4. That's this weekend. And then main event starts on May 7. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this qualifier looks cool, actually. So let's see what we know about Don't Force Me finals. Hungry T is the guy you made quit. He said that, yeah. But Hungry T is actually a good bro now. Okay, don't force me finals. Let's check this out. What does ChatGPT give us? As I had to translate that. Dang. Mid-year global finals to begin in May. This tournament is co-sponsored by Boss T and Boss Dolphin, supported by the KK platform, jointly organized by Shing Kong and Angeline. Total prize money exceeds 150,000 RMB, with the champion receiving 60,000 RMB. Convert the RMB numbers to USD. Holy shit, 21,000 again. Bam! So basically the same as DWCC. That is crazy. Participants include all players who took part in the Don't Force Me Cup series. The tournament consists of 2 stages, qualifiers and grand finals. The grand finals will feature 16 players, 12 directly invited and 4 through qualifiers. The 12 invited players are Fortitude, Happy, Kaho, Lin, Sock120, Lawliot. Wow, Lawliot getting invited to something. That's crazy. Focus, Starbuck, Labyrinth, Infi, and Moon. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Mr. Ape Man, thank you very much. So in the qualifiers, we can expect people like Soin, Colorful, Life. That's rough. Jens, hopefully. I don't know if it's open qualifiers or not. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be sick. Qualifiers May 11 to 14, grand finals May 16 to 25. Wait, that means it clashes directly with B Cup? Yep. Oh man, why? 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 Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of content. Does ChatGPT know why Soul Apeman likes Makruras? Let's see. Ah yes, the ancient mystery. Why does Soul Apeman like Makruras? Let's break it down with speculative science Warcraft III lore can muster. Ape instincts respect crustacean bulk. Makruras are bulky, armored, and mysterious, much like the ape man himself. Soul doesn't like units with stats. He respects dominance in obscure form, and the Makrura walks sideways into battle like it owns the tide. Deep sea drip. Makruras are the ocean's weirdest flex. Tentacles, check. Shell, check. Strange attack animation that looks like it was rendered in a fever dream, double check. Soul sees that and thinks, this is peak unit design. Hipster meta appreciation. Oh, you can't see shit. Shit. Hipster meta appreciation. While everyone else is gushing over Mountain King or Liches, Soul Ape Man is over here rooting for units that don't even show up in multiplayer. That's real. That's taste. That's Soul. Lore Lord energy. Makruras have that, what even is this species vibe? Blizzard gave them cool models and then immediately forgot they existed. Soul didn't. Soul remembers. Soul knows. Jesus Christ. Because he's built different. You like tier 3 upgrades? Soul like lobster horrors from the deep. You watch the minimap, Soul watches Makrura claws at turtles like it's Shakespeare. In short, Soul Apeman likes Makruras because no one else will, and because they reflect the chaotic, misunderstood brilliance of the man himself. Holy shit. This is the perfect response. Second response, absolutely here's the lore that we've been waiting for. Why does Soul Apeman like Makruras? Because Makruras are the crustacean kings of chaos, and Soul Apeman doesn't just like chaos, he eats it for breakfast, preferably with a side of clattering pincers and salt water. Makruras are weird, underused, aquatic freaks with creepy animations, questionable pathing, and an attitude problem, just like Soul's Warcraft 3 playstyle. He sees himself in them, misunderstood, off meta, and ready to ruin your day with something you forgot existed. Also, let's be honest, they walk sideways like they are dodging balance patches. They attack like they're glitching in and out of reality. They have zero right to exist as a unit, which makes them perfect for Soul's meme-fueled, meta-defying soul. Makruras are just not a unit. They're a lifestyle, a rebellion, a philosophy, and Soul Apeman is their prophet. Would you like a full Makrura meme strat, guys, next? Dude, this is awesome. It feels like I have to send it to Soul. This is too perfect. This is too perfect. Unbelievable. Mr. Reza, thank you so much for the show match. It was so much fun. Hey Radio, I don't know anything about 4 and 4. That is not my place to be. Mr. Buttcrumbs, are you still there? I promised you yesterday to show you the new overlay, but it makes no sense to show it now if you're not around. Mr. Crestfallen, hello, hello. I hope the lamb slaughtering went well today. You are there. Okay. Now, I, of course, did not prepare this. I wouldn't know that you would tune in today. How could I imagine that? So I have to go to my designer Discord. There should be an image somewhere over here. I only got videos. Is that it? Not clean. Why does Mr. Designer Man only send videos? Maybe I can just use a video and pause it with pause button technology. Where are you? Can I pop out a video on Discord? Message. I think I have to download it. I'm always here, even just in spirit. The butt spirit is always high. That is known. Okay. VLC media player. Open file. Wait a second. Wait a second. No. Oh. Production value. Everybody. So, this is going to be the new overlay. Can you see my cursor? Not really, right? Okay. This is the new overlay. It is nothing entirely groundbreaking, but we redid a couple of things. First and foremost, the resources are going back to the top again, as you wanted it. We restyled this a little bit with different colors and different icons and stuff. So player names are still at the top, clock is still at the top. All the colored boxes are now player color. So yellow is always yellow. In the middle here is a total value indicator. So how much is your army worth at the moment? Then we moved the tournament and the tournament stage from this box here to the left-hand side, where it's not that noticeable, but it's nice, I think. Then hero boxes are not at the bottom mid anymore, but moved to the corners. Those boxes are dynamic, so they scale back to the sides if they are not full. So for example, this Lich on the upper left hand side and upper right hand side has full inventory, high level, lots of spells. It will be smaller if it's not fully equipped and full leveled. We keep the damage. We keep the damage tanked. The skill level indicator is now player color. We move army composition and production to the bottom. And I think that's it. That is pretty much what we're doing. Oh, and map name is back. So yeah, basically, army composition and production fully to the bottom, resources back to the top, heroes back to the sides. I like it. When will you start using it? When our coder is done with the work. So this is a mock-up. This is just a designer putting things together. And if the coder has done the job, then we're going to use it. A lot of stuff is done. I think we only need the bottom. Hero box is almost done. Just the bottom bit to do now. Hoping to get some time next week. Cool. Also, there's a new feature that we haven't had before. And now I have to find this. Now I have to find this. Basically, we have a battle summary. But I got no clue when this was sent. It's been... Dude, we finished this in February. Jesus. Where is the battle report? There we go. Hey, you're a bit too big, my friend. So if we press the button, this summary thing comes down. Let's say there was a fight and the fight is over and we hit that button and then we get a fight recap that tells us how much gold was lost, how much lumber was lost, how much supply was lost, how much value was lost, which units are dead, and what the cost of the item is that you lost, and how the fight developed in the total value development. What happens if you run out of space in the upgrade tabs? They stack to the top. Yeah, that's basically it. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. New overlay is more better. Yeah, I think it's the best of both worlds. Might be the final version. No space for player cams. There's enough space here, I think. I can't draw on this. Basically, here. Here and here. Could also put the here. There should be ways to do this. Pretty sure we find a way. All right, I think I got one more hour and then I got some stuff to do. Does the map look very small? It's this, I mean, we can't change the map box. That's just the same box we got everywhere. So, let's see what's happening on War 3 Champions, and we can cast 1 or 2 games. Aspect playing Orc now, huh? Interesting. Chris 8 breaking 2K, nice. There's a lot of names I haven't seen too often. Rolex vs Chris 8 sounds good. No, I won't play on stream. Rolex versus Chris 8. Oop. Ah, Chris. W3 champion ladder. Alrighty. Huh? I can't switch to my second screen? The hell? There we go. Alright, some 2K MMR gaming. Let's see what the ladder has to offer. Some undeads on the ladder. Rare sight these days. Rolex, an absolute mass gamer. He accumulated so many games in the past few seasons. Oh, in case you weren't here yesterday, War 3 Champions Finals first 2 weekends in July is the plan. So, what are we playing? Are people picking up on Ted Fiends? Are people picking up on the Ted Fiends already since Happy brought them back this Sunday in the final versus Fortitude? I recognize a few names from the Flow TV list from GNL. A lot of them have been grinding. Nice! Yeah, I see lots of activity in Gym Discord. So much that I can't follow it anymore, really.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Oh, sorry, got a DM. Mr. 8-Man, are you still with us? Mr. 8-Man not here anymore? Sag, I have news for him. Nice last hit. 8-Man gonna do a GNL casting marathon today. Yeah, I'll also be busy with Inferno later. Second last playday of our German league. And man, the fight for the playoffs are freaking damn hot. So Chris is in our second league and might make relegation. He always makes relegation, but he never makes it to the main league, unfortunately. Neo, thanks to you, I cannot watch Starcraft 2 anymore. Doesn't come close to Warcraft. Thanks a lot. Da Weezy. Mix it up, man. I watch some Starcraft at when I'm free, for example. Every morning, not every morning, that would be a lie. But since it started yesterday, I watch Pigfest whenever I can from StarCraft caster Pig. Very much anticipating DreamHack Dallas and EWC. I watch Rotti whenever I can.
A player's forces are under attack.
They're so good, man. I love these casters. But obviously, watch some Warcraft as well. We've been in the shadows for so long. I really hope that this recent surge in interest in Warcraft is reshaping the perception of the game a little bit. A lot of people are stuck with their view on how the game was in like 2008. When the game is actually quite freaking brilliant and has way more depth than it had before. And of course, to me, undoubtedly, the best game of all time. Like, not even a competition.
A player's forces are under attack.
Roddy and Pika are amazing. Legends. I do love Starcraft, but Warcraft is just leap back into the heart. The choice of words there, mate. The choice of words. Yeah, I was on Roddy's stream yesterday. Maybe collab soon. I know Roddy for quite some years and we always got along very, very well.
Player's forces are under attack.
And he's on, like, he's going on, not really vacation, but he's busy for a while. But afterwards, we really want to cast together. I also talked to the Muslim not too long ago, since there was an Age of Empires tournament in my hometown. A big one.
Player's forces are under attack.
And I met Demu and we had a nice chat. Like, it was like 3 hours that went by in just the blink of an eye. And Demu has been playing quite some Warcraft recently as well. I think I never casted with Demu, but I really want to. But yeah, casting with Roddy. Ah. Nice snipe, Chris. Upcomer! Yo, you Neo. You rock, Neo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 months, my dude. Much love. Yeah, man, this new surge of fiends. I always knew it.
Under attack.
Finrod always knew it. Ted Fiends is the way to play. I know Roddy and them are following the upcoming RTS game, Strongate, Mechabellum, etc. That would be amazing. Yeah, nothing wrong with trying new games. I also played Battle Aces for a bit. That was hella fun. I really have to play Stormgate again, since apparently they had a glow up with the recent patch, but I haven't tried yet. And my bit of a secret gem, Immortal Gates of Pyre. That is high up on my list. And I played through Tempest Rising already. But yeah, we're eating good. We are eating good in the RTS sector. If only our community would do less balanced talk, then we'd be saved.
A player's forces are under attack.
Voodoo Toot, and here you go again. 19-month, mate. Thank you. A double sub. Cheeky afternoon double sub. Love to see it. Lich in trouble, gets the coil though. Yeah, rifles versus Ted Fiends is certainly a choice. But with this Mountain King, there might be something doable here on tier 3. Cool to see Rolex is not just going according to meta, but plays his own stuff. If balance would be better, there would be less balance talk. That's not true. I don't think that's true. Like, before the patch cycle hit, there was barely any balance talk. We had the greatest vibes. It was also ignited, like, as good as the streamers were for the game. It was they were kind of memeing on balance, right? Like, especially Pally Rifle. That led to more people talk about it. And then the PTR hit, and since then it's only balance talk, basically. Which is a bit sad, but it's just the nature of a patch cycle.
player's forces are under
I think a lot about balance is just perception. Without real education behind it. Which is fair. And it's also normal. Like, you have the same in sports. Like, you know, the
player's forces are under attack.
the football couch Andes. Like, why is he playing that formation? Without really realizing how players move on the pitch, etc. It's the same principle. And some stuff is obviously valid as well. Nice levels here, mate. Chris, you're playing a fine game so far. One base. I did not think I would appreciate undead human one base so much, but I really like this. Fiends against rifles is something that hasn't worn off on me yet. If nobody was interested, they wouldn't whine. Yeah, but you know... Oh, nice kill with the A-bomb. Chris! A-bomb gets double, maybe? Let's go! No. For example, I posted this interview of Fortitude after his tournament win over Happy. And it's a really cool interview. Where he speaks from his soul, pretty much, and goes through his thinking process and emotional roller coaster throughout the tournament, which is, it's kind of rare that we get a peek into a person's mind through a series, especially from Asia. And the comments are like, why isn't he talking how Undead was nerfed? No, it's like, it's a little sad in that regard. But I guess there's a lot of people who just read this and appreciated this, and some dumbass made a comment. But of course, I don't see the appreciation of people because they didn't comment. Which is then once again the problem that negative comments stick longer than positive comments, and people are more inclined to post negative stuff than positive stuff. It's just normal. I think it would help if Blizzard gave reasoning behind changes. I don't think so. People would just meme on it and jump on it. Like, see, they in the past 6 months, they basically said like 2 sentences in this Warcraft Direct presentation thing, and people use that since then all the time. Surely it would help to give feedback, but it wouldn't stop what we're talking about here. I can totally understand them not saying anything. The glorious Bala Rifle University is crumbling. The university building has deep cracks and only holds together by gold statues of Flamis, El Grande, and janitor Mr. Dr. Nature Soul 8-Man, who's repairing the fundamental aspects of a construct funded by Erasmus internship of Mr. Sock, Mr. Fortitude, and Mr. Starbuck. Oh, he'd be in a stance, dude. What the hell? Maybe it's because those are the only... Oh my! The nuke! Holy shit! Oh man! That is unfortunate. No, the legendary air bomb is also down. Can Lich Dog raid? Oh, he got the DK already. Okay, that's quite sick. The A-bomb died for our sins. And to get the DK back. Hide. Level up! This game is crazy, what the hell? Dude, I love one base human. What the duck? You know, sometimes I think it would be a nice concept if you just take Warcraft 3 and strip the units away. Just let the heroes brawl. I think that would be a really cool game mode. Maybe you can give us more heroes then to make up for the void that the units leave. And maybe make a map that has like 3 ways to go, so you have some diversity. And maybe, yeah, put some towers on the streets or something. You should still be able to get items. Oh! Ooh.
Players' forces are under attack.
No, 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 no! Frost Armor! Trying to save freaking Holy Light! Ay, ay, ay! Oh, Chris, no! They already have that game mode? Oh, I never heard of it. Someone should send me a link to this game mode. Sounds interesting. Ah, goddamn human tier 3. Literally holy smokes. That's
Players'
right,
forces are under
dude.
attack.
Oh, poor Chris. It was such a fine game, and then the DK lost us twice, and now the heroes take over. Jesus. It's called League of Legends. Oh, they made a game of that anime that is on Netflix? The gamification of series is really good. Oh, I like this style so much more than this expand, 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 cancel, expand, summoners war. We got benches now. If only we had the anti-magic shell before. Yeah, that possession is too easy to counter, unfortunately. Oh. But once again, it remains true. The most beautiful games are played with Ted Fiends. Oh, shit! He got him! He got him! The staffs were on cooldown. No way, Chris. Are you still winning this despite losing your DK twice? I can get him back. Yeah, he has 2,000 gold. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't see the resources. I didn't see the resources. He got a lot of money. It's alright. And now, he gave me a glimpse of hope. And this damn Archmage, despite being 100 million years old, still has good eyes and snipes from afar. Sagerino! Ah, Chris, I feel you, man. I feel you. Heartbreaking. But Chris was the underdog. For that, he gave him a good fight. Damn good fight. Haha. Quick message to Mr. Ape Man. What would we be without Mr. Ape Man, by the way? We would talk like We would talk differently without Mr. Apeman. Are you aware? How he influenced the speech of Warcraft 3? It's remarkable. Single-handedly. Just the way he is. So, what do we got on the ladder? Should probably put this to like 2K. Oh, there's not too many new games. Chain versus Pig. Yeah, not too much action, but a couple of new names going closer to 2K. That's good to see. I'm already excited for the next Warcraft 3 Champions finals. It's still 7 weeks, but I'm freaking excited for them, man. That was my favorite, one of my favorite tournaments so far. Okay, we could get Randy. Is Randy a Smurf? Randy Moss? No, I don't think so. Me too. Yeah, Disengage, we know you as someone who's always excited about everything. Your enthusiasm affects us all. Can't wait for Dead Huntress icon. Bro, I have yet to see games where Huntress are dominating. Maybe we should create a Dead Undead icon for the race representation on the Grandmaster ladder. But how do you do that? I mean, you can't put a skull or bones because it's already dead. How do you do that? Put cracks on it, maybe. Just watch Lakari. It's really cool that he's still playing. Dude, Micah is 1850? Hot damn. Ah, you know what? We watch a Witty game. That's what we do. I like Witty. Witty versus the Sept. Witty. I don't know anything about the Sept, but we'll figure it out. Last time we watched a Witty game, it was versus Sharky. And it was an insane game. The Sept is the orc, Witty is the human. Turin is making show matches at night. Nice. Stickler vs. Sacer and Stickler vs. Priest. Oh, really? Oh, he's casting. He seemed like a good caster. He got that voice, you know. Oh, Witty is a Pally Rifle player? I didn't know. I didn't know. So he's hating on all races, but then he's playing Pally Rifle? That's disgusting. Witty, how far have you fallen? Well, that will be funny. He is random. Yep. I thought that Witty would refuse to use such tactics. But Witty is always cinema. Feels like Witty is a bit underappreciated. More people should watch more Witty. He's a bit salty at times, of course. Does he have a main race? I do not know. I think he's whining most of how weak human is. But I don't think that counts anymore. He's a full random player. When I met Witty on ladder, he played Pally Rifle into tanks? Jesus! How, this... The toxicity! Well, as someone who played 4-on-4 for basically half of his adult life, we should expect that, I guess. Cool, Blade Master Mirror Image versus Pally Rifle. That's a nice way to end the afternoon stream before we got 3 Dach Inferno matches tonight. Tekko vs Kevin, Tekko vs Teddy, and Tekko vs Ido. Second last playday. Gotta do an Excel sheet. Who will advance to the playoffs under what circumstance? That's a lot of Tekko. Yeah, but can you ever get enough of Tekko? I mean, look at that guy. That base is wide open, my dude. Okay, Blade Master Mirror Image only level 1 is no threat whatsoever. Second Rex already. Feels like Witty's game so far, huh? Now we creep. Easy level 3. I kind of like that he gets a Vampire with an all-range army. Wait, is that... Oh, one person. One person is fine. It's not normal to play Paladin with boots, right? Pally Expo as well. Ooh, he might underestimate the power of Pally Rifle. Witty got a good shot here with this push. He's expanding into the timing of the Pally Rifle. On level 2. Questionable choice. And grunts only. It's almost the happy way, just without a TC. Mass grunts. I got a feeling it won't work that well for Decept as it worked for Happy vs Lemez. I thought Pally Rifle was nerfed to death in the last patch. They are cockroaches. Goddamn Pally Rifle players. You can throw a nuclear bomb at them, they still find ways. They even start to build a second unit. That shows you how deep the desperation of the Pally Rifle players goes. They have to do annoying things like tier 3 now. That's rough. I mean, I don't want to be in a pally rifle player's shoes right now. It's really tough. Like, how do you control rifles and griffins
Forces are under attack.
in one game? That's a whole new skill set you gotta learn all of a sudden. I don't know how they do it.
Players' forces are under attack.
That's fake news. I used a nuke on a cockroach in Fallout 3 and it died. Well, never played Fallout, but that sounds very realistic. What the fuck? I did that before the patch. Professor Lemus. You're of course not the regular pally rifle Andy. You're the Giga Brain. You're the pathway leader.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know, in Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, when Aragorn is charging forward towards the black fortress thingy, I don't know, the black gate thingy, you're Aragorn of pally rifle. Everybody else is following. Whatever you say, whatever you do, it's what they gonna do. Of course, you're built different. Fire Lord second, huh? As he stays on tier 2. Interesting decision. If we can go tier 3 and then
Players'
Shadowhunter
forces are
third.
under attack.
Kinda needs the Shadowhunter, I feel, for some healing. Wee, that was a lovely mirror image. That was super fast. What the hell? High level micros. Witty could just, I mean, he could go tier 3. Instead, he goes more rifle. I appreciate that.
A player's forces are
That's
under
also a way of life. If the regular simple thing doesn't work, just go more of the same. It's pretty much what Happy does with ghouls as well. If single crypt ghoul doesn't work, go more ghouls. And we get upgrades. And more grunts. Let's go. Mass grunts versus mass rifles.
A player's
I
forces
really
are
feel
under
like
attack.
we lost some culture in diversifying armies. Hey, at least you don't have to learn that many hotkeys, huh?
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, Unholy Aura. Lovely against mass grunts. Jeez! And we push. This is powerful. We don't have Flame Strike. Could be nice, actually. But Banish is always a good choice, too. Let's gun them all down. And the grunts are coming in one by one. It's like a mini game for Witty now. Level 4 and bloody. Oh, mass grunts, mate. Not ideal. Not ideal. We got one more soul burn. Yep, that was the last one. I feel like this connection to the rifle army, not perfect. Witty got a lot of kills. Click him, click him, click him. Thank you. Expo's still up though. Would the, like, unironically, would Demolisher's liquid, not liquid fire, burning oil make sense? Probably not, right? It's too many of them. Would be cool though. So many rifles. I'm no expert in this specific matchup, but I feel like it's not perfect when there's more rifles than grunts. Mr. Decept has to hold. Doing Shaman now. Bloodlust, eh? That's a long tech tree. The damage on the blade! Oh my god! Okay, good luck. Expert Micro by Mr. Witty. Herd rifles to the back, lure the grunts out. A couple of the rifles are obviously tanking, but the trade should be like 3-1. Look at that Micro. Guy's a god. Tier 3 didn't pay off yet, unfortunately, for the Sep. In no way. There's no orb, there's no upgrade, there's no additional units. Oh, that was really expensive. Witty with the evil strat. And these rifles in pink, they look so nice and welcoming. They're nice little dwarves. Look like they might share a beer with you. Then they're just straight up evil. But the Sept is a fighter. This lodge was cancelled. No AoE against these rifles is rough. Mirror Image or Blade Master in general, not high level enough. And to be honest, Mass Grunts is kinda dumb. But we gotta appreciate the brilliant lumber mill. And the brilliant farm. Witty with the plays. If you don't have blocker units, just block with your buildings. Level 5 versus level 3 is not good for our orc friend. Witty, disgusting. But well played. That was pretty one-sided, but fun. Always good to see Witty. He's underappreciated, IMO. Nice. All right. I got some stuff to do. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back 7:30 for our German league. Teko vs Kevin, Teko vs Tetsta, Teko vs Ido, me casting with Fishy. Gonna be good. And I think we're gonna rate the Witty, right? If he's streaming. Yeah, he is. Alrighty. Enjoy Witty. I'll be back in a bit after groceries and some Orga stuff. Greetings from the Back to Warcraft headquarters to the UK. Hopefully he's gonna rate me back. But yeah, send some love to Witty. Peace. And shout out Mr. Reza for the show match. That was amazing.